was awesome. That's so fun. Yeah, I'm like very now, but it is but yeah, I was trying to make it anyways. I was like, yeah, that's like I was like, so it was like letting go. Didn't really solve it.
Hi, hello guys.
I think it's from I think it's a mix of that and like I think like exact. I think it's like
这直播可能直播不了呗，搞不明白。这个直播我现在这里操作不了。操作不了就算了吧，以后再说吧。这直播就是我啥都没有。但是我得连到 YouTube 上，我所有在家里 test 东西在这里 doesn't work， 这样不知道啊。我 OK， 比如说我开始录制，那我把重新继续下载后，我就是这东西全都不对呀。但我真的我从来没做过直播，我不知道。完蛋！
它是发生什么东西来着？
就是说 OK， 但是这里什么都没有，它是黑屏，这完全是黑屏。
本来应该是对的。
本来应该是 screen 录制我的这里。
查一下。
My goal of you guys going there was like I just want to snowball. I wanted to do simul. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's right. Wait, with like single strands and TC? I did wonder. That's awesome.
是类似于这个样子才是黑屏吗？
不是啊，就是我自己打开之后它不是这样的，然后我在家试一下直播，然后它就能打开，然后就能录屏，然后现在是完全是录不了，而且这怎么办？这 edit video 我感觉就是尴尬。算了，没事就这样。那咱也很正常。
我感觉好像有点像
设置吗？
设置，然后
对啊，这个我都设置好了，我全都设置好的东西了。然后你这中文你帮我看，我就是不太懂的，我不知道该怎么点。就是现在跟我自己弄的完全不一样，你只能停止对吧？还是自动停止，因为黑屏嘛，啥也没有。
你那个 stream 点进去会是什么东西？就我
这个黑屏，而且就30几秒，全是黑屏。
如果你换 Zoom 的话来得及吗？
那没有人知道 link。
你现在发
Zoom 的话，我电脑里没有 Zoom。
你拿我电脑。把一起拷我电脑。
Zoom 能录屏吗？
Zoom 能啊。
你确定？
你要录屏吗？
就是我现在直播只能是，那我除非 Instagram 对着他直播，但是
我可以帮你举，但是
我觉得算了，不直播，今天就这样，发一下。对。
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Oh, this summer? No, this summer. Yeah, I know it worked out.
I don't think that happens here, but like, then you get it all. Because I don't know, that's what I think is like.
Oh, you can do it.
If you guys want to in the back, you guys want to come up, take some of these chairs too, if you don't mind. Just so some like people that are coming in late can like sit in the back. That'd be great. Sit up front.
我都不知道，我反正就这样。
Well, but I don't think you get like at the end of they give you like your option places and yeah. Yeah. There's one spot on my trip. A lot of my friends they don't want to see this, but they want me to go on my stream. So I can spend a few days to figure it out, but I don't see it works. Unfortunately. But so instead of doing like a cold introduction, I know most of you know a little bit on myself. So instead of doing a cold introduction, you can do play a game with Kahoot. Like make like 15 questions, like multiple choices. Well, like some of them bring about mountains in this area, some like global mountains, some by myself, right? So we can just start from playing the games and then have some fun. And still feel bad for all the other friends who are waiting on the line on the YouTube, and we'll just figure out next time. Yeah. So I set it up, but then somehow it's black screen. So yeah. Yeah, but then I had to send the link and everything. Yeah, and then I set it up by like recording the screen. But yeah, I'll figure it next time. So you guys are lucky. It's like exclusive show for you guys. Yeah. So actually, I paid for a concert to have like 50 people maximum for this. Because I know people are waiting online too. Yeah, but then it'll be just you guys. Yeah. So how many of you have played Kahoot before? Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Right. So you know the thing, right?
Well, big crowd.
Yeah.
Wait, how to play this? And okay, maybe I have to stop. Okay, is any of you help me how to start this thing? Yeah. Like how to start playing this? Yeah. Well, my friend said video is working somehow, but I don't think so. Is it working? The streaming thing, yeah. No, it's not working. Just like, black screen. Yeah, this thing's recording, but not really recording anything. Okay. So yeah, this is a PIN number. Yeah, it's kahoot.it. Yeah. So I made like 16 questions, and a few of them about myself. So I use those questions to introduce myself, and then some of them about like mountains in the C2 Sky area, and just had some fun. Yeah. Oh, so many people are heartbroken because this thing is not working. But how much I can do. Like I tried at home, it was working, and then
We'll have to get you to come in again. And, I'll set up a link for you to stream it.
yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, not the apple.
We already have 22 people now. Yeah, a friend asked me why not do zooming, but Zoom cannot record screen, right? Can?
You can do it through like the Discord.
I've only done one streaming before. Like a few months ago, I did a Twitch stream.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We could set it up.
But still, I use OBS link to Twitch. But today it seems like OBS is not working. So,
Google Meet. It's like you can do it another time.
yeah, it just will figure out. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
John, there's a seat up here if you want. I have to leave early. So.
Yeah. So if you have a phone, you can join the Zoom, and then let's wait for a minute or two, and then we can start. So everyone's here on the Kahoot now.
I think we talked. But I also. Next week after that, I was just it's high fever the next like 2 days. Is there someone else that's sick that should go to 1 or 2? Oh, okay. So unless you're scared, yes. That makes insurance everywhere. Yeah. I am not passing things until the 7th.
The streaming thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say streaming is like.
Yeah. It's just,
I usually stream
I
through
gave
the
up.
VOC Discord.
Yeah.
If like people
Okay,
wanted
25 people
to-
now.
I saw the-
Can we start?
the internet, right?
Yeah.
And just like, is this internet fast enough? Or...
Yeah, if you don't know, just take a guess. If you know, make sure you do this
for the
do it
audio
fast.
thing.
So then you play. Yeah.
just give me a couple minutes.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah. Highest peak in all of DC. I think each question at 20 seconds. So like all four choices here are pretty important peaks in BC. Like Fairweather is actually the highest one, borders Alaska. So like in the far northwest corner of BC. And then Waddington is the highest peak in BC, entirely in BC, that's not bordering any state, and it's in the Coast Range. And Robson is the highest peak in Canadian Rockies. And Columbia is the highest one in Alberta, bordering BC. Yeah. So among these 4 peaks, I've done 3 of them. So which one am I missing? Waddington, yes. Yeah. Okay, next one. Wow. Yeah, we play this game all the time, right? Like, get a picture, name that peak. The bonus if you can tell me where I took this picture from. Yeah, the picture is like when you see the picture, there's a Aussie cooler right to the right of the picture, and taken from Mount Spetch. Yeah.
Did you take that picture?
Yeah. Yeah. Because a lot of you want to climb Joffrey Peak, but not a lot of you seen the angle, right? So yeah. Next one. Okay. Yeah. Another name that peak. Yeah. This one's a little bit trickier because It's from a very unusual angle. Again, it's my picture. So
Actually, I'm standing by it. Let's see.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, so I took that picture from the north. Like Judge Highway, a lot of you seen that from the south, right? You climb anything North Shore, like Golden Years, you see that peak. But then I took it from the backside. Yeah, but you still see a double peak. But then I made 4 choices, all in somehow like a double peak mountain. So yeah, just to confuse you. Yeah.
You're 27 points ahead of you.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, no.
This is my picture. It's Alpamayo. Any of you heard about that? Alpamayo, right? Like a lot of people consider it as the most beautiful peak in the world. I mean, beautiful is like depends how you define, but yeah, this is like one of the more famous mountains in the Andes, in South America. Yeah, and I of course made Nepal and Pakistan just to confuse you because they also have great mountains, right? So, yeah, and that's actually I think is the most technical snow and ice climb I've done. Yeah. Let's see. And then we're gonna have a few questions about myself. Like, yeah, if you don't know, you can just guess or just play, have fun. I think you guys know that, right? I mean, all 4 choices, I was not great at the very beginning, but I pick up 3 of them okay, but one of them I just couldn't pick up. Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm still pretty bad at skiing. Yeah. Maybe I'll improve at some point, but yeah, at this point, I can say I can descend on skis, but I can't say I can ski. Yeah. Okay. So I started peak bagging in first year university. So in high school, before doing that, what did I do most of it? Yeah, I'm pretty good at math and physics too. But then chemistry was actually my best subject. Yeah, and. Yeah, I don't know who chose English writing, but yeah. Like before peak bagging, I was like barely able to speak English, to be honest. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Process of elimination, right? If you know. I've read my trip report before a certain year, you know it's not going to be that one. Yeah. So I did my first series, like I started doing this seriously in 2011, but I didn't start building the site until 2 years later. And those 2 years gap, I was using the old Club Triforum. Yeah, but then I was... Yeah, it's in the Rockies, and a lot of people are doing the website. So okay, why not doing it myself, right? So that's how I started. So it's like 12 years now. How many of you know your own MBTI.
I've done it twice and I got both different answers both times.
Yeah, you can do this. Like it takes like I don't know 20 minutes to do a test. Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, I've done that 3 times. Like 2 times it was ISTJ and the other time was ESTJ. Yeah, so it depends on the situation, I guess. Yeah.
What do you ate that day?
I mean, you can play with that yourself too. It's kind of fun to have fun conversation with your friends.
I'm not surprised Zach's was like leaving, honestly. It's quite easy. No, it's reconnecting.
Oh yeah. I mean, the other 3 are like stepping stone for a lot of people going to high altitude. Like often, if you're from here, like Rainier probably your first time going about 4,000 meters, and then you want to go to 5,000 meter. Like Orizaba is like Mexico is the cheapest option, and then a lot of people jump to Aconcagua. Although I did Aconcagua after Everest, but anyway, like a lot of people go to one A, B, C, and D as their sequence to go into high altitude. Yeah. We talk about the highest peak, now we talk about lower mountains. Yeah, sometimes the weather is not good and motivation not good. Okay, we do like little stuffs,
We took a picture
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, UBC, unfortunately, there's no, yeah. Some people call the highest peak in UBC, like highest point as University Hill. Yeah, but I don't consider that. It has to be a named high point on the map, so Burnaby Mountain.
I just raised that the other day.
This one, so the climbing route goes up this the snow arete, like 2,000 meter drop off on both sides. But you climb up the arete to summit and come back down.
Oh, I bet it's
Lucas, are you from Calgary?
I might as well not be.
Yeah. I consider that as the most unique summit on Columbia Icefield. So you get there, it's like takes 1 full day of skiing with like heavy pack to the base, and then you have to climb the third highest peak in Alberta, and just to get to that mountain and come back, you have to reclimb the North Twin. Yeah, back in 2015, I did this one like 10 years ago, and I was pretty proud able to climb that mountain at the time. Scramble, so like hiking doesn't count, like actual scramble. Yeah. My mountaineering games start from the Rockies. Yeah, because I did university there. Right? So. Okay. Talking about travel, right? You need to speak some languages. I cannot speak which one. Yes. Yeah. I'm glad nobody chose English or Chinese, right? Yeah, and then Spanish and French. So I pick one so that helped me to travel. So yeah, I did Spanish, but just by myself on Duolingo, and just enough to get by in the restaurants. Yeah, you can't really have a conversation in Spanish, but yeah, in the restaurant, hotel, and somehow get by. Yeah, but French I still cannot do anything about it. It's a little bit of technical question if you know the topic, but let's try. Yeah, like yeah. So there's about like 1,500 peaks in this category in the entire world. So then in the last 5 years-ish, I started to travel globally to climb mountains with like friends from like Europe and other countries. And this is like somehow we want to focus on this sort of target. But I also climb other stuff too. Just kind of like something I've done recently. Okay. Which is not named after a mineral. Not.
No, I meant
Oh, that was pretty good, yeah.
we got 1%. Misinformation.
Okay, this one is kind of important to me. So the last question of this Kahoot. Yeah. My hint for you is like which peak in this picture, and this is like the title page of the book. And I climbed the ridge facing you guys in this picture. That's my last one. Yeah. So I made the other three kind of like obvious choice because a lot of people, so there are like 19 people who finished this one. Like I think half of them finished on one of the other three. Yeah. But yeah, my last one was Lyle 4. Yeah, there's like another topic I would like to show at some point, like the Canadian Rockies 11,000, but for you guys, it's kind of not really related a lot, so. Okay, let's see. Okay, Lucas.
Are we surprised?
Who's the winner? Okay, so this is like the introduction. So I just use a Kahoot game to introduce, have some fun time. And then we can go to the main show. Yeah, so, okay, so that raised the topic. So Noah invited me to this slideshow. I had to think about topic. Right? So he didn't tell me what exactly I need to present. So it took me a while to think about it. And because I can present a lot of things, right? Like over the last 15 years, high altitude and then the stuff I just showed before, the Canadian Rockies things. And then also recently I started to travel internationally doing like the climbing those mountains international. But then I was thinking like, how is that related to you guys here in UBC, right? Yeah. So it's more like a topic. Those are more like topic, it's so far away. And how many of you have been above 5,000 meters, right? Like not a lot, right? Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah. So if I present Mount Everest, it's kind of like, I'm sure you also read my trip report. So I want to show you something that's somehow related to you guys. So then we narrow down the scope to Southwest BC. And then again, there are more things I can show in Southwest BC, but I was saying, okay, what I'm actually eligible to present, right? Like if I want to show you how to ski in South BC, I don't think I'm I'm the right person to do that. So okay, so what I've been focusing recently in this area is I want to climb the harder mountains, like mountains that are difficult to get to summit, right? So those are my primary targets. So I narrowed down to about 10 peaks that I've done in this region that are difficult. Yeah, and I don't think a lot of you know the climbing of those mountains, but at least you've heard about those. Yeah. So it comes down to, if I want to do something about the hardest peak in BC or Southwest BC, like how should I define peak being hard? Because this is a question I've been thinking about myself in the last 10 years. So let's climb a difficult mountain this weekend, right? Like what aspect are we talking about? So if you are like good rock climber, you want to climb classic routes, right? Yeah, like for example, like the buttress routes on Slesi, or the Angel's Crest on the Chief, right? So those are pretty hard things, but they're not my specialties. Yeah. So another thing about difficulty is so there are some mountains that are in the middle of nowhere, right? Requires 3 or 4 days just to get in. And then, or start from sea kayaking and then start from multi-day bushwhacking and then you get to the destination, you can climb mountain. This we call the remoteness. Yeah, we have no shortage of that, right? So, okay, looks like we have a busy party today. That's good. Thanks for coming, guys. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll stand in front, but
and then I'll move back here. And then
is there a button I can?
I think if you just press this one, the clicker, it should. Awesome. And then if you want to go back, I can go back.
Okay. Should come back and make another one.
Yeah.
Cool. And I'll just watch you from back here if you need to go back.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah. We're all good now.
Yeah, so there are quite a few aspects of difficulty here. The first thing I talked about is each mountain can find a harder route to climb. Yeah, which I can't say I'm not interested in, but it's not my specialty in doing that. Right? I can rock climb, but it's not my area. The second one is remote. Let's say we spend 4 days starting to see kayaking, and 1 day bushwhacking, and 2 days I can just get into this. Now we climb mountains. Overall, it takes say 2 weeks or 10 days to climb. Done some in this category, but then not I think there are more people in the BOC that they're more eligible to present this topic. Yeah, so I leave that for other people. Yeah, sometimes take shortcut with taking helicopter or ski planes to shortcut approaches. Right? So it feels if I want to present something, I'm not going to focus on remote. So about the next two things, how about we talk about rock climb. 5.7 is not that hard for rock climbers. But what about 5.7 on really bad rock? Yeah. Say the rock is really bad, you can't protect. Then 5.7 becomes really scary. Yeah. And then there's no shortage peak of that in BC. They're super difficult to protect. So I consider that pretty hard. If you have to climb really hard rocks on volcanic chalks, and then difficult time to ride window. Say you climb a mountain, there has to be on snow, right? You can't climb big snow mountain today or yesterday. Bad weather, bad avalanche conditions, right? So some of those peaks you have to watch the window, right? Watch the window. Each year you have 1 or 2 really good timing window, and then you can pull the trigger and go. Yeah. Unfortunately, you might have class on that day. What are you gonna do? Like when I was in university in Alberta, so if I have that window formed, I just skip the class. Yeah. The craziest thing I've done was skipping a lab that works 2%. Yeah. But I know I still get good mark in that course. So.
Bigger picture. But sometimes like you miss a window, you have to wait for next year. So that's my decision. Like this peaks will most likely involve technical climbing, but even by the easiest possible route. Right? So we don't talk about find the hardest route on each mountain. So we find an easier route on each mountain, but still it's difficult to get to the summit. I think the range doesn't go that far.
Sorry.
Okay, so obviously I've not done every single part in this area. Not every single peak there in that category I've done, but I've done quite a lot of them. So I'm going to present this the 10 hardest that I've done. And but there'll be bonus, like I said, there are 2 peaks that should be in this category, but I have not done. So I'm gonna show you at the very end. And 3 of them, 1 has never been climbed. So some of you might can guess what I mean, but we can tell. Some we can leave that there. Okay, that's like when you go to the podium, sometimes you have honorable mention, right? You know this thing, right? So I didn't think this one can make into the 10 hardest, but then it's the hardest one in the North Shore. So when we talk about sea blue sky area, I think it's worth to include 1 peak in the North Shore Mountains. How many of you heard about Harvey's Top? Yeah. How many of you climbed this one? Because there is one classic route by the North Buttes, right? Like 5'9" or 5'10", something like that. Yeah. Okay, so this picture is me on the summit, but that's Mount Harvey behind. And what you see is the north face of Mount Harvey. So I climbed it like 4 years ago. It's windy. And okay, so obviously it's a winter picture, right? And we're not climbing the rock route now. So we did a snow climb on the climber descent route, and then it involves like basically a full day of steep snow climbing and several feature mix climbing. And then my friend Winnie, she's a much better climber than I am. So what she did is she was leading so I say, well, we go around this rock basket and not be better full feature mix in the middle. And I was barely able to follow up. It was pretty hard for me, but work around. It's not that crazy, I would say. Like last year, like you guys' friend, like Thomas Morrissey, you know him? Yeah. Thomas climbed with Chris Galka last year in March. I follow the same. And there are a couple features. Yeah, this is like the top out to the top. Yeah. So actually now the harder part already is like the steep snow. Yeah, it's like the lower part is just like steep snow valley for like 400, 500 meters, and cannot fall here, go all the way down. Okay, so now we go into the meat, right? 10 peaks I want to present, but I'm not going to tell you the name of it. So take a guess.
It's
Feed,
yeah.
Okay, so can you go back for 1 slide? Yeah, so I climbed it like quite a long time ago with my friend Alexander Romans, short by Alex. Yeah, so when I first come to BC from Alberta, that was like 2015, right? So I didn't know a lot of people, and there's before the social media days. Yeah, so other friends introduced me to contact this guy. He's also a friend with Dean Perry, so that group of people. So you go contact these guys for the hard people on the mountain. Yeah. And that was done in the third winter season I had in BC Post. Yeah. So I mean, a lot of you have read my trip report, right? If you're really curious about these, you can go on the website, read the trip report. But then, so I'm not going to go really far detail of how to repeat the story of that trip. But then think about the background, like how how did I get the idea to climb this mountain, right? Like, I'm sure you've seen Mount Peak. It's like spires. And then, things like that will trigger my interest. Yeah. Anyway, no, one slide back. Yeah. So then, you see, like, the root beta is like, I literally just found a picture from like the ski website, like full ski. I kind of forgot who was the author of that website, but they had a skier like designing the entire face. Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, they didn't write down any details, but then I figured, okay, they ski the whole face down. So they didn't ski that fun. Yeah. So, but when we got there, this is what we saw, right? Yeah, and this part is melted out. And we were planning on, okay, it's like 50 degrees steep snow climb. We didn't have to bring rope at the time. Like, these days I bring rope more often. Back in 10 years ago, I was like, 23 years old, and I didn't care that much. Okay, so what we're going to do, we either turn around, do something else, or we try to figure a way to stay entirely in snow so we can climb without rope. This line, I guess, end up being one. That was crazy, yeah. Yeah, this is the photo is not tilted. Yeah. You see, pretty cold, right? No backpack, no rope. Just your backpack at the bottom. We're just gonna see what it is. Yeah, photo's not tilted, and traversing and then up the face. Yeah, but then there is another way to climb this mountain by the other side, and a couple trips before on top trip. Any of you know Simon Chesterton? I've heard about him. Or Alistair Ferris? So
yeah.
They climb like class 4 or low 6 class walk on the other side of it. But then I just somehow want to do the snow option. It's kind of like, depends on your like expertise. For me, snow is a bit more easier than the rock. So. Yeah. Okay. So next one. Number 9. Again, we start from trying to guess in this mountain. Right? I did it last year in April with Elise and her boyfriend. 3 of us. And Elise is one of my main climbing partners these days. What we see here is the west face, or the climbing side of the mountain. I know I can go to the next slide. I have another picture. This is the front side. Akin to being Pemberton area.
Was this gun?
Gun sight, right?
Gun sight.
Yes, exactly. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Gun sight because of the shape, right? It's gun sight. But official name is instructor. And so this peak was like, I was interested in for like at least 6 or 7 years. So I did like, White Mountain, right? Like the peaks around White Mountain Lake, like back in like 2015 and 16. And then you can see far in the distance, you have this guy, right? This peak, like no information on the internet, hardly any information. And then I also driven the logging road on the backside to the Slocan Hot Spring area. So then coming back on the logging road, you see this mountain. That's how you got named the Intracti Mountain. That area of Intracti. So it's really slow stuff, and then not much information. But I somehow didn't actually make an attempt until like last year. But then, so the last couple of years, my friend Chris Dolka and Seth Dolka, they started to put together some trips to this area, and Chris made an attempt with my friend Elise about this peak the year before I did. They didn't get far. They also got to this spot. So they got there, and it was not filled in. It was like this truss, like down sloping, like slab with brakes. They took the video. It was pretty bad. Yeah. So you need more snow, but unfortunately we don't have a lot of snow these days. Right? Yeah. Each year get drier and the other year. So then last year, well, I was in the Caribbean to do other peak bagging. Yeah, the other Golka, Seth Golka, climbed with Thomas Morrissey. Yeah, and then they made our trip report. Oh, okay, condition was in, but not quite. It was still not filling by snow, but it was ice. Here you have a picture of actual ice climb. And then here, the next constraint, you have a mixed climb. But anyway, they did it. So I was watching the condition. I was in Cuba at the time. And then Helix messaged me, okay, when are you going to come back, right? So I'm going to come back on April 2nd. So basically exactly kind of 1 year ago. And then I was in Cuba, and the internet was not good, right? It's frozen. Okay. So Helix, you want to make another try this week? Sure, why not, right? Yeah. So that was crazy. Like basically I landed after 3 international flights in the afternoon of one day. And then that same day in the evening 10 p.m. we left for climb this mountain. So I don't have time to sleep. So how did I sleep? And I used the international layover. I had like 8-hour layover in Dallas airport. So I brought my like sleeping pad and brought my sleeping mattress and a sleeping bag, and then just laid in the gate. Yeah, I was hoping like no official wouldn't bother me. Yeah, but they actually let me sleep a few hours. Yeah. And it's a big push, like the 2,000 meters gain from the beginning. Like you have to start from the very bottom, like down in the Pemberton Valley, pretty much 300-meter elevation, all the way to like 2,400. And because of spring condition, it's like much better doing early in the morning, so the entire thing is kind of dark. Yeah, so 10 p.m. left home and then got here like I don't know 1 a.m. or something, and then like overgrown forest road and then bushwhacking, and then basically out here it's getting light. Yeah, you can see something. Yeah, very exhausting. Like some mountains are hard also because of physical. And then there's like the route we took, like the last year's route is now like the standard way, but the standard way was like John Clark, right? Like but he called it class 3. He called it class 3, and then there's at least 2 or 3 trip reports on the top where they tried that route and didn't make it. So there's no way to be class 3. Yeah. But I saw the picture, I don't know how steep that face is. Like, no. But if any of you curious about that kind of John Clark class 3, you can try it. But it's very possible. Yeah, but in this way, it's cool that ice and snow is probably better. So this is me leading the second pitch on this mixed climbing.
Yeah, class 3.
Yeah, I'm not really a mixed climber, but in this kind of terrain. Couple pictures. It's like this. My thing is coming down from the. So this is like the ice climbing part, and then that's the mixed climbing part. And after mix, you have like a full 60-meter piece of steep snow. Basically just solo it. Unfortunately, weather didn't work too well, so on the top was sort of like white up, couldn't see much. Yeah, but this is like one of the last puddle in that area to put it down, but pretty quickly. It's one of the, in our group, Southwest BC Peak area is one of the more important climbs last season. But it was like a group project, not just myself and my team. Like it's a lot of people like put together effort to figure out the routes and that. Next slide. Number 18. Any of you see this one? Yeah. I have to put one peak that involves fun climbing. Not like every single one should be like dangerous and costly. Yeah. This engine. And it's a long way to get in there, behind Garibaldi Lake. If you're really fast, you're a good climber, travel light, and do it in one day, but then most people will be doing like at least 2 days. And there are basically 2 ways to do it. Like the lower part, you have variation, like the easiest way is up here is 5'8", but then good rock climber want to climb this variation crap. So obviously I was not great at leading that group, so I need a few rock climbers with me to put down this project. All 3 of them try to go on back. One slide back.
Oh, sorry.
and one ski man. So Elizabeth's hand, she's a very good rock climber. And then the same, Lily and Braden, like all three of them, but they have never met each other before. They're all contacted by me, okay? Yeah. So we somehow made an effort like group of 4 in this rock climb. And Ellie got all 4 pieces. And then the idea was actually from your VOC guy. Yeah. Who knows this guy, Duncan Carlson? Yeah. He probably graduated years ago, but yeah, I read some of his report. Like back in the days, he actually skied across the lake. Yeah. And the bonus for doing the maze, like higher snow line. Right? Higher snow line eliminates like half of the first pitch. So we have to do more climbing. It's like the rappel from the top. It's like the sending the first pitch, like all twist. Oh wow! Took a while. Like I was really close. Like 5.9 plus, but it feels like the view is really nice. It's like we camp on the Lomonian Ridge. Braden and I made a dash up Castle Tower on the first day. Yeah, well, this is like the only fun climbing this slide. Dangerous. You at least like to die on this one. This one.
Black Tusk.
Oh. How have we seen this picture before?
I've read it so many times.
Yeah, I think so. It was quite a few years ago, right? July 2018. So at the time, that was before like the Facebook group or like like social media. Started the social media year. So Black Top always remains a mystery. Like everyone talks about climbing Black Top, know what actually is the highest point. There was one trip before that was like on club trip. But it was like pretty vaguely described. I couldn't figure out exactly how to do it. And okay, so I was thinking about this for like quite a few years. So then I had a friend like Matt Lemke from Washington. He's a really good climber. I did like one of the harder climbing in Washington. He was somewhat climb like say a harder like 50 classic routes, half of 50 classic routes, that kind of stuff. So hey Matt, like you want to do something obscure and hard in DC? Sure, that is something chossy. Yeah. And it turned out to be a little bit harder than I expected. Like I saw you can just somehow scramble down into the notch, but then you couldn't find a way to actually scramble down. Yeah. So we had to rappel down to the notch. Yeah, but then we need a rope to come back up. So we brought 2 ropes. So one rope to fix rappel to notch, the other one 6-meter rope climb to the summit. But then there was no anchor. If there's anchor to get down to the notch, people would have climbed this one. So we get there, no anchor. No boulder, no piton, nothing. But there's a BB coral. People BB on the summit, right? Yeah, so okay, a BB coral like this here. So I heard from a friend doing canyoneering, you can make creative anchor. Okay, well, basketball sized rock, I don't know. Maybe top of this side of the rock. Put it behind BB coral, wrap it around. And then put a whole bunch of chalk on top of it. Oh, yeah. It's like a T slot on the rock. Yeah, but I wouldn't die if I fell. Yeah, it was like 5-6 meters. It's not like go down that easy, just like the Charles Gauguin. But still, I was pretty scared. Yeah. So that was the only way. Like any of you want to do that, I was curious how you're gonna do the anchor better.
I was going to ask, do you have a picture of your anchor?
I don't think so. Like many years ago, I didn't take that many follow back days. But I found one group of friends who attempted that in the winter. So they got there, they tried to use their skis or like PK, but they actually brought skis to the top. Yeah, so 3 of them. But winter up there is grimy, right? There's also wind. They don't have a lot of snow. Snow is pretty bad. So the T slot is not very helpful. Yeah, so 3 of them. The first person, like on the first slide, the Winnie, so she rappelled down no problem. And the second person like died, right? Like heavier. And then halfway down it started wobble. Yeah. The teeth also started wobble. The third person like stand, like sit on top. You know, and then they failed. Yeah, but then the problem is winter. How are you gonna climb to the summit of the other side? It'll be not like it won't be like filled in by snow entirely. But yeah, anyway, I still haven't really seen another good trip before this. Yeah, I'm looking forward to reading.
Well,
So backward. Yeah, this is like the repel from the true summit back down into the valley. Look at the rock. Yeah, this repel I probably triggered like a 10 rock. Yeah. You start from just knocking rock and then cascade down into more rock fall. Like you start from clean, but as you repel down into more rock. And holding this rope was pretty sketchy too. You're like two of us had to duck under like behind this gear somehow. Yeah. And I led up to the summit here on the last 3 or 4 meters. It was like really scary. Yeah. But basically my buddy was like giving me using his body weight to be like, so if I fell beyond the other side, it was okay. If I fell on the other side, your body probably hold the weight, but wouldn't die together. Yeah, but I put micronauts in, but it didn't really. This one. We climbed it last year, February, was Elise and Mel. Very mysterious at the time, but this year another group climbed it. Yeah, another group climbed it this year in February. Take a guess.
Pyroclastic.
Yeah. I mean, like many years ago, I tried Mount Katy before, right next to it, and now you see this. Yeah. And the information about this history of this peak is very vague. So at the time, people told me it's been climbed more than 1 time. Well, I think definitely more than 1 time, but probably not more than like half the time before last year. So I studied my pictures. How is that possible to climb this mountain? It's like volcanic chalk, right? So you're not gonna do it in summer. It has to be winter. So it was multi-year project to find this picture, put together a puzzle of pictures, and then so this is like my own picture from Katy, and then taken like almost 10 years ago when the snow was still really fast. Like these days, it's very hard to get a high snow year to fully fill in this space. Yeah, but I couldn't figure out the last part. Yeah. It didn't look too bad in this photo, but it turned out to be okay. I was expecting really steep, like trenching gargoyles. It turned out to be actually pretty hard at the top too. So I was like searching on the internet, like aerial photo of people flying around this area, taken from the other side. Yeah, so I got like 3 or 4 pictures put together. Okay, it's probably possible to take Chinese snow. Couldn't figure out. But still couldn't figure out. So last year, the last couple of years, started have really good climbers showing up the younger generations. Okay, let's make it happen. Yeah. I wasn't planning that initially with Elise. I was planning with Francis, but it didn't make the perfect timing. It's like I said, when it's perfect window formed, I just want to go, right? Because you miss a window, you can wait for next year or something. But it was like after a few days of like atmosphere, like really high freezing level precipitation, and then freezing level drop. Freezing level drop down, and then froze there is enough. And the ground condition was low. Yeah. So I figured it's time to trigger something hard. Yeah, so we made an attempt and got it done. Yeah. It was not that easy, but we'll see a few pictures. Yeah, so this is like the long approach too. Like it's, especially in the winter, you can't drive far up the Brande 1 FSR except. The approach from the other side, the same thing is really hard. Like so, Unfortunately, the snowmobile club plowed out like 5 kilometers off the road, so we were able to drive there, slept a few hours in the car, and then it was like 15 kilometers or something to the base, like plowed, thankfully on snowmobile track. And heavy pack, right? Like 16-year-old, 2 high school, grandpa and everything. Yeah, the full day was like 15 hours, and we were mostly moving, and we were not stopping a lot because the climbing was kind of hard. This is like the finish of the top. What you can now see is like after this, you have 300 meters straight down on the other side. And this is where it came out from. And then off cornices, and then here double cornice has a traverse, and then this is like a 60-degree finish to the top was like wobbly. You know, it's fist and elbow and then knees. Yeah. And you got to the top, no set for one person. Yeah. Like basically the highest point, like did more than 2 years. Me leading the lower crux. Again, it's not tilted, it's like exactly. It took like 10, 15 minutes. But I was like halfway up this area. I was thinking, this snow is not going to be too bad. But then it was steep, and then you just started to get rock under stuff. I was already committed, so didn't bother to roll up. And then after we get out, do the anchor and drop rope down. Coming down, I had to rip out this section. So there's likely some videos. If you have time, we can show you some videos.
For sure, I'll pull it up. Sorry.
Okay. Number 5. This guy. This is Alex leading the mixed pit. It's pretty vertical, and on the other side, this guy got any corners. I'm not going to show you. Unfortunately, the rocks are actually much better than Mount Eager. You have blocks. They might wobble, but they're blocks. Yeah. So this is like the snow here is pretty shitty, right? And then you just step on it, just keep collapsing. So basically, somehow you have to pull a vertical move on ice tools, and after this. You have like a meter and a half like snow metal. Like you're metaling my verticals. I'm just and then you get to the summit. You have to build a T-trunk, somehow get an angle oriented to so you can rappel down. This is the lower part, that big space. Yeah. Here it's not too bad. It's like 45, and then you get to like 55 higher up. It's like long to 1 meter base. Alex said this is the steepest he can ever do myself. 55-ish. And I had to downfind the whole test. Yeah, I made a video for this whole trip too. It's like a meter and a half of the time. Yeah, it's like approaching this line up here. Again, at the time we didn't know what to expect. We just said, okay, you can climb this line, hopefully on snow, it's awesome. Obviously going to deal with problems. And then there are other pinnacle from this mountain. Guarantee 100% they are unfine. Like all these pinnacles, right? It's pretty impressive. Yeah. Any of you want to do them? Oh yeah, talk about bushwhack. One of the worst part, but it was pretty bad. It's sustained for like 2 hours. I have the snowshoes and all the gears, overnight pack, and trekking pole works in this terrain. And there was like a swamp section too. We were like, okay, don't want to get wet. Let's put our snowshoes on. Just use that as flotation. Did it work? Yeah, it works somehow. Especially on the back, we don't care. I'll get to the top 3. years ago in summer with Francis Bacon. Let's take a guess.
South Tower of Phi?
No. The scale of this picture is not far. It's like close up to the sun. Like a close up picture of sun. Like from here to the top, probably 20 meter difference. It's like here the summit.
Do something good.
Yes. Yeah, Mount Haley, Tucson. I look at a picture of what I was doing here. I was trying to build a relay station. It's not gonna work. Okay, it sounds a little bit hollow, but we got ourselves into this position. And then we have the one picture of our friends is above me, and we're not able to continue following at this point. So we need to pitch it up. He was still wearing mountain boots. We need to change the rock shape. And very awkward. Like he took follow to me. Okay, so I'm gonna build an anchor. Like how are we gonna build an anchor here? It's all kind of shit. Like okay, it's like somehow a pinch point and a block. If you don't fall, okay, and fall probably will die. So that's as much we can do a mental support, you know. We build a station. Yeah, so I had some history with Mount Haley. So the first time I tried that was on ski traffic, like 9 years ago, in like April. But the plan was not to climb Tucson. And back in days, there was like trip for Mount Haley. People talk about, okay, the idea is just climb to the base of the summit tower and call it good there. That was back in days. But we did that. No big deal. I did 2x2 and I get to the base of Tucson. But then I think just keep in mind that at some point I need to do a proper summit this mountain. Yeah, unfortunately, I wasn't allowed information until. Okay. So my friend, we needed a first comparison of the true summit like a few years ago. She didn't post anywhere, but she told me the story. Yeah, and Ford, mixed Ford. Yeah, on the pitch. That's assuming everything got frozen up. And then there's like. A couple years ago, there's 2 trips for sold out B1, so they did in late spring. I forgot late spring or summer, but they climb on snow and then they climb with it didn't make the sound really fun. Big deal, but definitely classified, but at least we know the rule. I'm wrong. So yeah, so we put up that better by doing that in May. Yeah. We somehow showed in July, and then make it harder. Okay, this is something. This is probably only solid rock. And this is the idea of the body. You find the body. Look at this dirt. Like air tubes, tumbling. Like, any of you heard about the Goosters in the Rockies? Yeah. If you think the Goosters are bad, do Mount Haley in July, we're talking about. Yeah. And unfortunately, the streaming doesn't work, but there'll be a Washingtonian friends coming, like, watching this, they would be wishing to watch this, because it will be the most Chelsea speaking Washington, right? Like, it's about American Border Peak or like Mount Custer. It's like Mount Haley on the top. It's like the type of Charles as a Rockies climber, I don't get to deal with often. Like, they break in like any direction they want. Yeah, in Rockies, it's sort of like layered, you sort of can judge. Right? It's like big and small, they just And coming down this, we did a few repels. Like each repel will trigger like gigantic rock fall. Again, I have the reel about this rock fall thing. Okay. So this is number 3. Next one. You've seen this picture, right? Yeah. Because this trip has been out there for many years. Like 9 years ago was again Alexander Romanov. That was like his biggest project back in the day. He's like
because I was new to BC. He was climbing here, and that was during his prime days. And so he mentioned to me many times that spring or like winter, we should find a to get together to climb this Aspal peak. Again, and we have to get to the top of that thing, right? So this here is not going on to get to the actual summit. Now he knew I was into the steep snow game, so we got it. Probably the best timing window in the past decade. In late March, everything was like snow, the entire thing. Summit is in good shape, and then over here, still have headlamps. So we got in this position just before the daybreak, and I was pretty bold, right? I didn't have a rope here. I don't know why, but we solved it. Let's swam it. Alex took a good photo. I like that. Wait, going back. Okay, it's like the twisting for like Southeast Asia, and like the orientation of the photo is not great, but I'm from here all the way to here is like 500 meters base, and then you have traverse like besides some gigantic cornices, you get to the true summit. Like the other way up is the South Ridge, and then you climb a different valley system to the true summit. And unfortunately, I was seeing a big accident last year. About 3 friends on the mountain, and another group of friends attempted this guy in the January. So sometimes you get a good ivy condition in January. Things stay cold, right? You think, okay, good time to climb Aspal, but then they encounter like 70-degree mist climbing in this area. Didn't get through it. So, I mean, like personally for me, this peak feels easier than the last one not getting through something. But then I would consider timing, right? Like I got probably the easiest condition window for Aspal, but didn't time on Kelly as well. Right? So if put together everything, I think it's a little bit harder some days not. Especially the avalanche altitude. And 60-degree randomized channel. Okay, so this is me traversing this is like the entrance to the Siberian Express or something like the steep snow, right? Skiing descent. But for us, like this here drop, like basically steep and vertical. Somehow, okay, we know this in the morning. I don't know how much corn is here, but it is so steep. So hopefully, things don't break there. Yeah, so the long way traverse, like I get to the spot and I keep traversing around, and then that's the summit. Again, like get everything in the dark. This is coming back in the senior area. Like what you don't see is like the overexposed photo that overexposed. Yeah, lots of cornices. And this Alex coming up this last pitch to the sun, scanning through the randomized channel. Like ice tool is not really working. Just there was like a good beta trip reporting in Cloud Trip before we did it. Yeah, and they likely spent like 4 hours delaying everybody up and down Sun Beach in spring. I don't know. I didn't want that to be that big. It's group size pretty small, and did it mostly like. We got down the entire phase, I think, by 9 or 8 a.m. in the morning. Speed out and stuff. The problem is springtime, right? Like, you get this good weather, right? And then you get the sun, and this is southeast phase.
The question about the final Aspal pitch, it looked in the photo like the top was sort of just
the actual summit probably not, but to get to the actual summit, you have the top of this channel get into this position, and that's like a corner. It's really difficult to tell if you're on the corner or on the edge.
And now you have to do a snow mantle to the true summit. And that's just dangerous no matter how you do it.
Are you worried then when you get to the true summit?
I had a peek, but I'm probably the next photo. Yeah. Yeah. See, this is the corner. Yeah. But I was standing a little okay, but the channel up here, the top of the channel, see the tracks here. Yeah. So I had to stand on this area, and that was pretty sketchy. So I knew this thing was like overhanging the other side. But this quickly goes through that, and then now we have to do the T-trans, like to get down. And basically, when Ali's come up here, we didn't have time, didn't have position. So we should take time to go, take some photos, and then okay, this is your like your anchor. Like, you go down, you go up, you come up second, you go down first, yeah, up and down, and then up. But again, see the sun is not being mounted.
Is that some block all line ice, or do you think the line just like goes up the ski?
That year, maybe. 2016 was like, I had the group of people last year, like you and Dorcas and Francis, everybody put back conditions 9 years ago, like everything will go down to 2016. But unfortunately, we never have enough snow like that.
Did you consider doing the South Ridge ever?
I at the time I don't think so, but later on I sort of know the difference in the summit pit. Like the South Ridge doesn't have to climb this line to the top. They climb a different channel on the other side. But I think it's like 3 times longer, but probably slightly easier, like based on the I've seen. But yeah, so what my friend did last year, that they climbed the South Ridge and they rappelled on this channel, and then they got involved in the standard phase descent. Yeah, but I don't think South Ridge is that much harder. It's been the same difficulty. Number 1. Well, the only thing I haven't presented. Last year, May, was Braden Wong set off. This is not a standard angle, otherwise we drop it. Is it Sledge? No, Sledge is not gonna make it to the show. Because Sledge, like the easiest way is like one short pitch of 5-6 and 4 to possible. And it's not that route. Yes. So the route goes up. This is like an avalanche chrome actually, like from earlier in the season. It's not a mold, it's actually a chrome. They just go over the chrome and climb up this stay entirely on snow. And here, finish your snow climb section. You climb like a really difficult pitch on really bad rock. Like probably the worst pitch I've climbed. And to this hole, and then you climb like a full pitch on knife edge, second pitch up the Jandar, and then third pitch is like hidden digit. So yeah. In that area. Our class they already showed. Katie already showed. Mount Free South Tower. Yeah. Yeah, like I was still in Cuba, unfortunately, and then Francis, Parker, and Alexander, the 3 of them really good. Basically, the 3 of the best climbers in this small group. People, they made a descent by this group. At the time, probably didn't climb only 3 or 4 times in history. Everybody knows Mount Free, but we couldn't find information. Like we know for sure there are like 2 or 3 for sure ascents, but that's it. Maybe you can climb 2 times. But on the summit, we couldn't find recording any existing like. At least they have to use their own anchor. So it's extremely rarely done. So. But then we got their beta sorted out, right? So for us, the job was just to do it, find a window to do it. But we did something different, like in the technique or like the style, a little bit different. I'll show you in the next couple slides. This is like the approach. So I think Braden took a picture. He had to be in the late night gathering that evening at 11 p.m. So I worked till 10. So basically, we didn't sleep. So we got everything together in Squamish at midnight.
drove to like Shovel Nose, FSR access, and then just laid in the back of my truck for like 45 minutes. After 45 minutes, I would go just lay in, maybe sleep midnight. And then okay, now we did a long, not super long, but in a few hours of approach and then Grand Pound down. This is me, and then it's set. At this point, things are still pretty fun, right? And, okay, here's one. The rock is much worse than I think. Like, the first thing is every single block can wobble and break down. And this is not granite, it's volcanic. And the texture downsloping and slippery. Yeah. And it has some like basically all downsloping and slippery stuff. And we're wearing rock shoes at it. So we ditched our ice tube and Grand Pound came to rock shoes. The idea was like, okay, we find a line climb here, but Braden and 512 climber. So he had to keep traversing, like breaking trail along rock shoes on the snow to this corner. And then this is set climbing that is a second. Pretty high end like schedule stuff. And then there was a crux and somewhere up high. Just I stopped like one of the previous experiments. They had a fail there. But Braden somehow got it sorted through that. Both Seb and I struggled with the second. Yeah. So each of us in that one pit probably spent like it took him like 45 1 hour to leave. And so each of us at least 40 minutes long. Something very cold, right? West face and then wearing rock shoes and snow. Yeah.
What's the gear you got in there?
This has to be a cam. I don't even recall that it plays any piton. Yeah. Some gear is okay. Yeah, we got like at least one size 2 or 3 bomber. Yeah. Yeah.
Did you ever
Very sparsely placed. Yeah.
Did you not bring any people or just not placing?
We brought. I don't think so. Yeah, maybe not. Yeah. You have to think about it. We got a fresh beta from Backward. So they told us no piton. We didn't place any piton. They placed it we still there, but anyway. So we didn't have hammer or we left that. I travel like that. But the other group climbed this as a mixed fish. Yeah. So they climbed pitch one and mixed one. And Alex's theory was like some of this works better for ice tool holes. Yeah. So we climbed pure rock climb. He actually will be a target, but either way, it's like whoever gets to lead this pitch will be remember for the rest of your life. The pitch one, this is me falling off pitch one, so you bounce and stuff, and then the anchor was like somehow is not really like secure. Right? It was okay to hang that, but I'll take a big big whip on this. Nice. Sure. There's a Braden starting pitch 2 on the knife edge. So here is actual definition of knife edge. Again, like anything I've done in the Rockies in terms of knife edge, can't compare to not pitch number 2. Yeah, so he didn't like the toss area at the start. He wanted to do this couple more solid or vertical moves on the other side. But when we follow, we couldn't do that. But that if you do make me say you really screw up. Yeah. Like a long traverse and pitch, nobody can follow, right? So, yeah, but so then we go to again, this is not granite, this is volcanic. Yeah. A couple mentals, like maybe this white was actually like overhanging jobs. And then here you have to traverse a downsloping ledge, just somehow shuffle. There was one fixed piton in this area from the first time party. Like 50 years it was still there. Trust it. Yeah. Well, everybody, those group of people, 6 of us wonder how is it possible for someone to put a piton in that position? Yeah. Like this. Yeah. And then make a really sketchy like mental move out here on the finish of pitch 2. And then actually after this, what you can now see, we'll see in the next picture, is another section of the knife edge, and you have a gendarme like 5-6 cross on absolute took well from the follower to figure out how to follow.
again, photos not stretch. This is actually just like vertical phone photo. We'll set at a transition between pitch 1 and pitch 2, he was delaying me starting the Charleston edge. Yeah, and I don't think that's our thing. Oops. Keep going back. Yeah. This is like one of my favorite photos from this mountaineer. Like exactly here, delaying me across this first section of Charles, and then the first gendarme, like the traverse, and then the mantle, and then the couple other like across the red, and then here you have the 5-6 like cross cracks. Yeah, but it's still much easier in the first place. Yeah, okay, that's me leading the third case kitten did. Yeah, like we just go up the spine and around, and basically as bad as it looks like. But it's not as technical. But here I just say in class 4. Everything class 4. Maybe a few moves to class 5, but nothing really hard climbing. But it's every move you have to question like 5 times. But what you can now see is around that corner, it looks dry, but not really. Around the corner, you have the steep snow. Right? So I was absolutely had no snow here. I didn't left the snow here down there. So taking step on a rock shoot, it's like use your fingers as ice. So think about how a dog gonna climb. History of a monkey. And then there's the rappel. Like thankfully the other two are okay. It's a double 60 meter will get straight down to the bottom. Yeah, that was a very convenient rappel. Like whole bunch of troughs and then the overhang. Like 20 meter overhang. Straight down back to the snow. And then now we made another rappel down the steep snow section. So we have a pitch 1 and pitch 2 down. Yeah, it's not a big mountain how about the scale compared to Rockies, Robson or something, but the technical climbing or the sketchiness is out there. I also got the idea of doing this 10 hardest things from Washington. Washington people have the 10 hardest things in Washington by the easiest possible way. So hey, I get nobody doing that in DC. So, but the problem is there's 3 bonus peaks. Take a guess, okay? There are 3 peaks in Sea to Sky area that should be on this show, but I haven't done. Take a guess.
The table.
Vulcan Sun? Vulcan Sun, yes.
Would you climb the table?
I have not climbed the table.
Or would you?
I probably will. And the table, yes. 3rd one? Oh, a lot left. Hint is the hardest peak in Kansas. The very last one.
Okay, right.
It's like the next one. Right. Bonus number 3, the right pass. There's not a lot of information. I still don't have a good trip for me, so I don't know exactly how hard it will be, but I talked to one guy, like the famous guy in Kansas Range, we somehow met him on. He's a guy that is have you done right task? He said, a few times. Like you have done a few times from different direction. Like one of the rock he did, he was like, he will never done good. I've been done. Like somehow you get across stuff in classic space. Yeah. Until the beta's out, I don't know, but I think it'll be easier than Mount Phoebe, but probably be harder and yeah. This is on my list at some point. Because I haven't done or we don't know really good beta, so I can't really do a show about it. But just point out this is the hardest one in Kansas range. Yeah, the Kansas itself is okay. No, it's hard, but it's not that good. Both hard and Next one. If anyone knows anybody who attempted or climbed this one, let me know. I feel like last known data was like 70 years ago or somehow. The old standard and they mentioned there's a tree or somehow you can check some and the tree no longer there.
I actually fell last year.
I've heard from rumor, like from friends of friends of friends rumors. I don't know the truth of the rumor. Like people, one party had climbed in the summer, in the winter or somehow. I don't know by what route, and they attempted to fly off the paraglide, but they didn't get a wind going on, right? So they called helicopter. Helicopter people would get something. Yeah. I had it in the video, but it's just rumor. I couldn't track down exactly who did that or who was like.
I was thinking about whether or not it'd be possible to paraglide from your Baldy
That
and
was
land
my plan
on
back
a table.
I was actually thinking about it, like climb our body, right? Like fly into the table and then fly off the table. Yeah. I was thinking about that. Actually, I was thinking maybe that's one reason to learn paragliding, but and that was still counts because it didn't use any outside support. They were assisted by the wind. Yeah. But then some friends say that you ignore the topography of the mountain. Yeah, but I think paragliding counts in this game. Yeah. And the bonus. I mean, Fred Becky and Phil Woodward's couldn't do it. Obviously, I don't see you look at the picture, is I don't know, like someone's gonna figure it out. It's probably more likely as a winter or spring than summer. But the question is, getting here was not easy. Getting here, like the first people back in the day, they tried this mountain, they didn't even get to this spot. They get to be here or some other, like on the backside, but nobody knows exactly what's going on. Yeah, but this is like the most famous unclimbed mountain in this area. Yeah. So unclimbed not because it's obscure, nobody knows it. Everyone knows it. Because nobody can do it. It's a real attraction. What's the time?
It's 1:12 right now.
So, yeah, that's almost like 2 hours. So, yeah. I guess that's it. Any questions on us? Yeah, okay.
How did you get to the base of Judge Howell?
Taking a bird. Yeah. That was like controversy because like my friend got like the contact with the pilot who's like don't do that for us. But then it's like depends on if he had a permit or not. I don't think he had a permit, but that's what he told us. Don't say anything about it.
Oh.
Yeah. So if he had a permit, like some people are allowed to fly in Golden Year Park. But if he didn't have permit, we promised him like we're not gonna make it public.
I know it's like difficult for different reasons, but like out of curiosity, where would you rank Everest on this list?
It's hard to compare. Right? If you say overall effort, or I think it's harder than anything I've done, right? But then it's just like when we talk about difficulty, we're talking about overall scale, right? On the project, or we talk about the actual targets climbing, or the sketchiness, or like this like different field is really hard to compare. So like for Everest, it'd be like 2 months of project, assuming you have experience in this. For 2 months of time, like $40,000 of money, and like a month of suffering, and very physical. You have to be in your physical fitness condition, and I need luck. Like so, I got sick in the beginning of this, not altitude, but like COVID or something, like respiratory sickness.
So I got lucky. I got sick beginning. I able to recover in time for the summit push. Like, a lot of people get sick in the middle. Yeah. Finish. Yeah. Go home. So it's a lot of uncertainty kind of high altitude. Yeah. But one thing about Everest is like I didn't use ice axe at all. Yeah. And then people were making fun of me out here. Say I've never used Jumar before. You know, like as us here, you don't get to climb with Jumar on fixed line. Right? So like, please, Sherpa, like I brought Jumar. Okay, I brought two, only one, but okay, just give me a lecture. It says, hey, you need that, right? You shouldn't be here. Yeah, but something fun. They use Jumar, but not ice axes. I wish I had ice axes and the summit push. We got our time figured out wrong. Like, so my phone got switched to the Chinese time, so 2 hours 30. Oh, 8:30, but then I saw it was 10:40 or something. So okay, sure, but we have to go. Right? This is already nobody's moving, but it's snowing bad, and like, it wasn't windy, it was snowing. So we have to go. And then sure, if I look at my phone, well, sure, yeah. We got up. Nobody's like a couple people like turning around. You can see headline going down. Yeah, but we were like basically the first group to start up. And then the track got covered by like, much of the first snow. Got route figured out right from the start. Yeah, so then wish I had ice axe here. My Sherpa could step in the crevasse. I was like, we're trying to dig out the fixed line was turn out the old fixed line. So I actually told him, you know, based on the line of that turning around group, we have to go to the right. Eventually we found the line. So then we become the first group going up the mountain. And I digging out very fixed line. I wasn't the plan to be that early, right? Summit in the 3 a.m. in the morning, but yeah, somehow got the time figured out. Yeah, okay.
What are your next international trips coming up?
Well, I planned one actually for a spring break, like but then I twisted my ankle 2 weeks earlier. So I was told Costa Rica. So, I don't know, maybe the Alps in the summer, but at this point, like I don't know. Yeah, last time I did Aconcagua in this winter, but yeah, we'll just see how the time works out. Sometimes hard to plan far ahead, and I hope something changes. Yeah.
Why do you think that?
That's a good question. Yeah. Well, it started from like say looking for views. So like in the Rockies, I want to see the ice view. I didn't want to pay like $100 for the helicopter tour. I basically want to see the ice view. You know, maybe the best people ice view from the top of these that mountain. They're gonna technically scramble. And that scrambling will be culture there. Yeah, scrambling just like for them, they just keep back. You know, like it just this is a word. I don't know. Did I first use the peak bagging word? Maybe. But here we use peak bagging generalized as form of okay, we're including the sun, but you also use it as scramble. Yeah. So, I guess the collective mentality, right? Like making collections, and different people collect different things. Yeah, just like collecting the sun. And they're difficult, but in some way. But first thing is not just okay, you have money, you just buy it. Yeah, your money. You cannot buy like open stuff. Right? Yeah, but and a lot of these are still planned carefully. Planning like overall execution on the whole project. So, it's a good question, but why do you plan? Right?
What camera do you use?
In the last 5 years, maybe just. These days I have a 15 Pro, and then I dialed I do some like say brightness, I make it a little bit brighter, or like sometimes I use the 4K.
Is that it's like convenient to just less weight?
Yeah, like one device for everything. Yeah. I started like the first few years using like an actual camera, but it just gets in the way. And then these days I have faster, like Noah, you know, these people I can't keep up with extra weight. You know? Yeah. And then even if you have camera, like fairly few people will actually pose for you. You know? Like, yeah, so yeah, it's like phone. And the phone technology didn't do that. The
the weather most likely will work out. I could keep that better for sure.
How do you choose your objectives? Do you just look at a map and see what looks interesting, or do you hear about things from other people?
Oh, it's a combination. Like back in days, like from maps, from books. Yeah. I pick from maps. I spend like 1,000 hours on the maps. Yeah. And then my own picture here. In the last 3 or 4 years, like starting from like hearing people do research, but that just makes it easy. Like, you did this thing. I did day, week after. It's just I know the condition.
Yeah, I have a related question. Can you talk us a bit through your process for how you plan these trips?
The process of planning. I guess to make it really short is like on which day, which school plan, which month. Like you figure out these 3 aspects. Pick the right person on the right day with the right objective. Like you want to match everything. Like first thing, this is not really a solo project. Yeah, some people can, but me not quite. So see who's available. Like it depends, right? Sometimes fix your partner first, and then see what objective can be done based on condition. And sometimes we see a really good window shows up, especially most of these are spring snow time. Like you can add on condition of weather. Like say this coming weekend, like it's kind of hot, but if it's not hot, you know Saturday probably can do something. And then you judge what you can do. Like, dig your brain, like think about your brain database, what you can do, and then you see who's available. Yeah. Like sometimes, like my mom feeds South Tower, basically 3 of us all have to pull the trigger in last minute, spontaneously. Like the classic example would be a Robson, actually. Like in 2017, 3 of us planned Mount Robson. You know, base driving, 5 days for me, for the Alberta guys, 3.5 days for those guys. So we made a plan to like, hey Ben, this summer, if a good window show up in Robson, we have to leave everything behind. Everything else we have planned and we have to go over. So we actually plan for layouts on that weekend. But I think the temperature is really low. Temperature is low in mid-July. Chances are King Bay is still covered in snow, so okay. The top we do rocks. And the third member was like, okay, so basically we changed the plan very last minute. And I had to leave like anything planned here. And same for Mount Alberta that year. I had a friend coming from Washington D.C. Make fun to find like 20 days together, and then the good window show up from Alberta. Yeah, super dry in history, no eyesight, quite hard. You know what? Sorry, Adam, I think I need to go. Like spontaneous last minute decision based on your 10 years of mental database of who can do what you want to do, what required. In terms of actually doing the peak, sometimes it's execution. Just be careful. Execute the plan.
How flexible is your work when it comes to, I guess, last minute?
Yeah, like I'm self-employed. The same for me is if I don't work, I can leave any day I want, but then I lose. I don't have income. I also lose some reputation every idea. So you don't balance that. So reserve that for the really important thing I want to do. Right? Yeah, but the idea is like, okay, I started from being a student there, and then become a self-employed. I didn't work for anyone else. If you work for other people, it would be flexible. And on the other hand, if the condition weather is bad, I can make extra work. Yeah, so that's not a side of flexibility I have. Yeah, so I kind of like what I do these days for overall balancing. Like just basically keep me busy. Easier to one or the other. So, yeah.
It might be a bit heavy, but you mentioned that people like passed away on these kind of trips, like people that you friend with. When that happens, does that ever like turn you off continuing this, or?
Oh, you mean the losing friends on this?
Yeah, for example.
Yeah, I lost 4 pretty good friends in the last 4 years, and fortunately not on the trip. I was not witnessing that. So I don't know what happened if I had to witness someone dying from me, but so yeah, like last year was pretty emotional. Yeah, because I just talked to Chris like
the day before we went to our respective clients. So I did a zero Gaudi in the Chili Wax, which he did recently. Yeah, he did as well, which I have done. So we split up and do different clients, and we didn't come back. Yeah, with 2 other friends too. So. Yeah, and overall trend is like these days compared to before, I do much like less and less long trimming. Yeah. So yeah, and I also know at least one friend who had to witness twice, my friend falling off in front of him. Yeah, and that's started to become a PTSD bad walk. I mean, overall, I was more logic thinking than being over emotional, but it definitely affects you in the long run. Yeah. I also your age. I'm like 32 now, and so like start to not want to take as much risk as before. Like class was cool, right? But I don't have to do it. Same for London Southerner. There's like all those like gladiator ones. Like swinging your ice tool into black dirt. I'll find that.
If nobody has any questions, I'm super thankful for Steven coming in today.
Thank Noah and Noah for organizing this. Noah and Noah.
Definitely.
He posted slideshow. Slide, yes. I almost like to find a streamer. I didn't work out. But I was like YouTube streaming at home, so you got all the data, and I set it up here and black screen. A lot of people are actually waiting on this. I don't have to reply, sorry. Yeah, I'll send the slide to you guys.
Yeah, so much sketchy. So much more dynamicism. I guess.
Maybe more
It's still like difficult. You're not like it's not like
Thanks, Joe.
That's like my life kind of it's just like
I don't actually know what the
sorry, you just came in at the end there.
Yeah, no worries.
That's all good. I'm glad you can make it in for a little bit. I've been coming up to congratulating me on my campfire and saying there's some people who think it's really just type like this.
Sure.
You can do that, or you can just go to the thing to clarify this was right.
Because I thought a few people planned this last week. No, it's okay. Yeah, it's so fun. People in the comments.
Why are we supporting startups?
People skip it. Yeah. The guy that talked to
you know the
Great presentation.
Streaming doesn't work.
I haven't really played around a lot with it.
yeah, it's great, but it's also like a public player. I think our friends just stumbled into it.